Go back in. Hi, this is Athena StarSeed. This is clip 2. We are here with Daniel the healer, and we were talking about projecting our present reality from our 5D higher consciousness and living in a world of bliss. But first, we have to clear ourselves so that we can actually do that work. How do we clear ourselves?
Well, you realize, so in the process of creating your own reality, you know, when we come here, we all have 2 missions that are given to us.
Oh.
We all have these 2 missions, and then we choose another 5.
So because there's 7 on the 7 seals.
That's right. There's 7 missions.
7 chakras, 7 gifts.
So 2 of these are givens. The first one is to learn how to have fun.
What?
Yes.
That's a gift?
That's one of the missions that we're here for. So please, you need to learn how to have fun.
That's such a message for me. My daughter says it every time. She tells me she goes to heaven. All the little babies stand in line for God, and then they can ask a question. And I said, what's the purpose of life? And she says, have fun. Yes. And from a 7-year-old, that sounds like, oh, that's so sweet. But that's so true.
And the second mission is to learn how to consciously create our own reality. We're already doing it unconsciously.
Consciously. Okay, have fun and consciously create
your own reality.
My own reality.
And so to do this, you need to be clear.
Clear.
I mean, so
no past.
Yes, you have a past, but it doesn't affect you anymore. It doesn't have any charge.
Okay, no charge.
It's just a memory.
It's just, so this way I'm not projecting onto my new boyfriend, my yesterday boyfriend, which means I have the same experience again and again and again, like I'm on the merry-go-round.
Correct.
Don't be on the merry-go-round. Get off the merry-go-round.
So, and it's far out, you say merry-go-round, because the merry-go-round is the pattern. You understand?
Yes.
So, if you are in a pattern, in other words, something bad, something not bad, unpleasant happens to you. It's a one-time affair. Okay, so that can happen. So you deal with it, you clear it, and you continue. But then the same situation comes back, and maybe a third time. In a pattern.
That's the black cat in the Matrix. If you saw the Matrix, each time they see the black cat, they're like, we're in a loop. And that's a warning sign, a red flag to the light beings to go, hey, I might want to review this and shift my perception to shift my reality.
So the idea here now is to figure out when this show up the first time.
Oh, is that why people go back and back and back and back to their father?
Yeah.
If their father abandoned them, then they're dating guys that abandoned them?
Correct. So then you go to the father.
Father, okay.
But you make peace with the father.
So now do I, in a meditation, I go all the way back and then I'm talking to my father as my 5-year-old?
No, you always have to talk as your present self.
Oh, okay. I take my present consciousness back.
You take your present consciousness back. You can invite your 5-year-old to be a witness. But you do not become the 5-year-old.
Because I can get trapped in that.
No, because the seat of power, your personal power, your power of choice is only in the present. So if you go there as the 5-year-old, there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
You're the one in the present that is going to go back there and your choice changes the situation in the past. And so you conjure in your dad, you hash it out, you clear out so that you're emotionally clear, and then you can find forgiveness. And forgiveness is the ultimate karmic separation.
It is?
And cut, yes.
It cuts it. Forgiveness.
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 So then you never
have to forgive again.
Well, you don't have to come back in another life and finish the unfinished business with yes, forgiveness cuts karma.
Okay, because for me, like I was in a meditation and I saw my father yelling at an aspect of me. And then I saw a glass, like, you know, the cops look behind the mirrored glass, the double-weighted mirrored glass. Then I saw him looking at him, yelling at me as a child. And then I saw him crying like, oh, I didn't really want to do that. Then I was behind him watching us. And I had so much compassion for him, playing the role that he played, so that I could become who I am now. So I just want to go over this again. Step 1, you go back as your present self. You the emotions and let them out, discharge them. You find the forgiveness. It cuts the karma. Then that lends itself to a crescendo of appreciation and gratitude. And then you can come back to this present self, and then it doesn't repeat.
Yes. There
Freedom!
you go. That's the thing. So you clear up your past emotionally, you clear up your past mentally, you clear your past physically, and you clear your past energetically. So energetically, that means that you have to have clear energies. Your energies have to be clear. And so the most important part of that energy being clear is your chakras, because your chakras are your measuring devices. They are your microphones and your loudspeakers to your energetic microphones and loudspeakers to your world.
Okay, wait. Your chakras are your microphones and your energy broadcasting centers to project onto the screen of life your reality.
Correct.
And if they're clogged and they're charged with emotional debris, you're going to project a wonky reality, and you're going to be experiencing victimhood and suffering.
Correct. So energetically,
This guy knows what he's talking about.
energetically, you need to be clear. Your aura needs to be in good condition. The egg needs to be solid, egg-shaped, not like little Michelin Man wavy things.
Don't be a Michelin Man.
You can't be blown out in the top. It can't be leaking in the bottom. It cannot be that. It needs to be solid. It needs to be you. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but have you ever taken a raw egg and put it in your hand and then gently but very deliberately close around the egg?
No.
And then you can squeeze as hard as you can. The egg will not break.
What?
No, it will not break. This tiny, tiny, fine little thing, egg, if you squeeze evenly on all sides.
We're going to have about 1,000 people taking eggs and squeezing them.
Yeah.
Only if you're clear will the egg not break.
No, if you don't hold it right, it will break. So I would suggest you do it in the sink, and you maybe put a towel over it, but try it. And your aura is the same thing.
Wow.
If your aura is in perfect shape, nothing will come in.
Nothing will come in.
No, you're protected. You're fully, fully protected.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little sidestep here, because we're in a dimension where things are crashing and people are having issues, and depression is everywhere. So is depression a leaky egg, a Michelin Man aura?
Yeah?
And so what like darkness just keeps coming into those auric holes, and then they're just like, oh, I feel so sad, and then the entities come in. I mean, what is going on?
Yes.
That's them attacking themselves, correct?
Yeah, and there's, there are negative is a bad term. There are unevolved entities in the lower astral. They just haven't seen the light yet, and they're not really coming to quote unquote mess you up. They're just, oh, you're there, you're vulnerable. What a great opportunity.
Let me eat through you. Let me drink through you. Let me have sex through you. Wow, all these shadow beings. Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So I would say, from my consciousness, all addiction is that leaky auric energy. That's really the cause. So instead of giving them drugs or pointing them to their limited self, which is you're an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic, we want to clear them, have their egg be fortified, so that no matter what happens when the realities come at them, they're solid.
Yes. So I've also developed something which is called the heart love activation.
Ooh.
And what is happening in general is, in our society, we've been trained into scarcity.
Yes.
And so in that scarcity mode, what we do is we kind of look around and say, where's mine? And so energetically, we grab and we suck in.
Okay, if you guys, all right, so pause for a second. The Celestine prophecy shows in CGI a guy grabbing and dominating the girl's energy field. And even though you can't see this, I can feel when people are pulling on my auric field. I'm very sensitive, even if they're touching me, if they're taking or giving. and I can feel it 30 feet away. It's kind of like if you go to a bar and there's somebody really needy, you could just feel like, whoa, and it feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, psychic vampires.
But they don't know they're doing it
No,
because
they
they
don't.
don't know how to go in and up and pull the energy and regenerate it. So they,
Correct.
right, so talk about that.
So what happens in the process of quote unquote sucking in energy, you're sucking in with it all the despair, terror, fear, anger, worry that is out there in general, and then you wonder what's going on.
Wow. Okay, all right, so we're going back to scarcity and lack. So let's say somebody wakes up and they're like, I don't like my job. How come I don't have my money yet? I didn't win the lottery. I can't do my purpose. I'm stuck. So what's the medicine for that person?
So what I do is I teach them how to, first of all, tap into pure, unadulterated, unconditional energy, which is your life force and the earth.
Oh, okay.
And so you bring in the energies, you mix them in your heart, and you quote unquote make love. Now, not in the sex term of getting together
So
and
beautiful.
doing whoopee, but manufacture the energy of love. We make love in our heart, and then you project it out. So you become a net heart energy outputter.
A net heart energy outputter. Okay, so let's go over that again. You pull cosmic light in from the center of the universe. I like to take my shoes off. I put my feet in the dirt. I pull Mother Gaia energy up my soles and my feet for the solar. I spin that in my heart chakra, and then I project it out like a net.
Yeah.
And
Like-
that's for
like
of love.
A wave of light.
A wave of light. So in, up, a wave of light.
Correct. So
Wave of light.
the white light, the red light, the pink light of love. Love is pink.
Love
Now,
is
the
pink.
heart chakra is green, but love is pink.
Love is pink. So white light,
Right.
red
Red
light, pink light, unconditional love.
Correct. And if you send